I like what we did last time with with Won't You Be My Neighbor. We started with the rating, so I just want to start with the rating here. We're both going to say it at the same time.
Okay.
Do you know what you're going to be? You know what you got?
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
Because I know what it is. I got my notepad this time. I'm actually going to go through this thing. All right. So we're going to count down. We're going to give our rating, and then we're going to start this thing. All right?
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
See
Pass it.
Wow.
Wah, wah, wah.
Remember, you're the one who made me come here. I'll be all right. Welcome to Jurassic World.
I love films for the theater experience, and for me, Jurassic World was a pass it. I didn't need to see this in a theater. But with all that said, the film didn't suck. It wasn't awful. It wasn't like, oh, it's the worst movie ever. There were things I actually really did like about this film. So now, let's start the timer for 10 minutes and get down to business. 10 minutes. All right. So, let's go through the things that we did like. I'll start. So, things that I liked. The cinematography. The cinematography is probably some of the best in the series. It was moody. It was atmospheric. One of the best examples of fantastic cinematography in this film was when the volcano was going off. It was towards the end of it, and you had a dinosaur that was stuck in the ash smoke, and you saw the silhouette.
Don't tell people that. That's like the best part of the movie.
It is one of the best parts. It's one of the few parts that actually made me really feel something. But that was an example of what this director brought to the table as far as cinematography went. And then there was another part towards the end when we got a lot of horror-like cinematography, like shadows being casted against the wall, the dinosaur on top of the roof. The shot is specifically in the trailer. He's on the roof. The moon's in the background. He's roaring. The intro cinematography was also really good. No, they're in the water.
I'm trying to remember what the intro was.
We'll talk about it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, now I remember. Right when you said water.
Yeah. I also thought that the acting was fine. I wasn't blown away. It was hammy at times, but I think that goes more to the dialogue. Now, the other thing that I really like, probably one of my favorite parts of the film, the opening sequence. The opening sequence is awesome. I don't want to get too far into it because they haven't really teased it that much in the trailers. It was just, had a really good, it was had the most tension in the film. It was the most focused segment of the film. And it evoked a lot of tension and horror through the imagery. And not that anything really went down. Things did go down a little bit, but the way it was approached was really, really, really well done. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people have been saying it's probably one of the best intros of the Jurassic Park series, and I think I can agree with that.
Yeah, it was a fun intro.
Oh, also, my favorite aspect of the film was Blue, the raptor.
Oh, blue. The animal.
Yes,
okay,
blue.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like, I'm thinking the color blue.
You're like, what was? Wait, we're talking about cinematography here. Color, set design.
Well, you switch gears on me. So blue, yes, blue was fun.
Blue was awesome. You liked the Raptors in the first one.
Yeah, but you love the Raptors in this one, and I think if you're gonna choose a character that was amazing, it was Blue.
Blue was the best character. Blue was
the best character. She had the best acting.
It's when you think about character development, no one else had character development. Blue kind of had some character development to her a little bit. She doesn't really have a reason to trust humans, but yet she trusts Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt's always battling with the other humans in the film to get her to trust him.
Yeah.
And so they had set up some stuff. You've seen it in the trailers. There's stuff that shows their history together, him raising her. Mm-hmm. I really like that stuff. I also didn't like how they got to it. So now this brings me to what I didn't like about this film. And for me, that scene where we actually see those videos of Chris Pratt raising Blue was really eye-rolling to me. Do you remember how that happened? I don't want to give it away because it's a spoiler. But it's just...
Why didn't you like that, though?
Because it was a highly secured facility, and you wouldn't be able to get down to those labs without some sort of ID or some sort of some sort of access code. I know they're at where they're at, but I don't think that would just be open to the public. Like anyone could just walk into that place and just go down to those labs.
Yeah.
Like no, that's not happening. I'm sorry, that's not.
I guess I didn't think about that, but yeah, no.
And Now this also segues into the next part that for me that I didn't like was the script was kind of clunky, and that scene plays into the clunkiness of the script. And I also felt like the film was a film of two halves. Yeah. You had like the rescue mission on the island. It was kind of exciting. It did a lot of things right. It may have felt a little rushed. And then all of a sudden you go to this like claustrophobic horror film, which when I switch gears, I'm with a lot of the other crowd on this one. I wasn't buying it that much.
I didn't enjoy the second half. The first half was really good, and I was disappointed about how early the first half finished. I felt like it was just... Once the first half was done, the second half almost seemed like a repeat of an older film. One of the other ones.
And one of the things that was kind of clunky to me with the script in the second half was the trope of the evil understudy to like the rich billionaire.
Yeah,
it's that trope
like
it's the trope we've seen 100 times. It's not original. It's the young up and comer that wants to take over the business that sort of has like this betrayal moment. Goes, your time has passed. It's my time now. It's like, whatever. We didn't need that in Jurassic Worlds. You know, I know that
I just wasn't afraid of him. I wanted a villain that you could be afraid of. I like villains that you're afraid of. I wasn't afraid of him. He just seemed dingy to me. I was like, okay.
I don't mind the monster films. I love monster films. You know I love monster films. I have a whole collection of monster films.
And we watch them all the time.
So that's one of the reasons why I like the first Jurassic World, because it was a monster film. It knew it was a monster film, and I didn't try to be anything more than just the monster film.
Yeah.
And in that film, the bad guy, yes, there was the evil corporations wanting to militarize the dinosaurs, but the main villain of that film was the Indominus Rex, the hybrid.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it. It was a good trope to use for the first film. They brought it back for this one. I did not need...
You didn't think it.
I didn't need the hybrid dinosaur again.
Felt like a lot of the film was just like a repeat and a rewash of the other films.
Yeah.
Like everything that...
It very much...
There was nothing new. There was nothing new in the film.
Outside of Blue. I mean, even then, that's not new.
No.
But the exploration of the relationship was kind of new, because we got more in depth with it.
Right, but at the end of the first movie, didn't they like very specifically say why they needed Blue? So it wasn't a shocker that that's who they're after.
My final thing that I disliked about the film was, I harped on it in the beginning, they didn't use the Jurassic Park theme. You have the best theme song in the history of cinema. I mean, this is one of John Williams' best songs.
That's right, they didn't use it.
They teased it a couple of times, and you don't hear it until the credits start rolling. The credits start rolling, then you hear the theme song.
Yeah.
I was actually so upset that I didn't hear the theme song playing in some of the scenes yesterday. I listened to the original Jurassic Park score all day today. The original film plays that theme song 5 times. I can listen to that score, and when the music starts playing, it takes me back to that film. If you played me music from this film, I'm not going to be able to tell you where that music plays in the film. I'm not going to be able to go to you like I can with the original Jurassic Park when I hear that theme song swell and they get out of the Jeep and Grant goes, they do move in herds. And like he collapses on the ground, and then Hammond comes up behind him and goes, yeah, they're pretty quick. We clocked the T-Rex at 34 miles an hour. And he goes, you have a T-Rex? And then the music keeps going, and then they go around to the park.
Yeah. I
can listen to that music. I get transported back to that original film. And Jurassic Worlds even uses that theme song a couple of times, because I started listening to the Jurassic Worlds score as well. And even though it's not used to as great as of effect, there is a time when they get to Jurassic Worlds, the actual park inside of the original Jurassic World. The kids, they open up the blinds, you hear the music swell up, you hear dun 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 dun, and then you go dollying through the park, and then eventually comes into Bryce Dallas Howard's character inside of the facility, watching everything be run, and then we're now into like the Jurassic Park operations.
Right.
So there's... Real quick, we hit our 10 minutes, so I just want to hit on 2 other things that I was indifferent with this film on. There is a subplot to this film that it's not hinted at, it's just kind of thrown out there randomly.
I kind of figured it out in the beginning, though.
Yeah. It didn't
surprise me when it was revealed.
So there's a subplot with more DNA manipulation that comes into play at the end of the film. A lot of people are hating on that because they're saying that takes this straight into like fantasy lands, that they can handle the dinosaur cloning and rebirth stuff. But now where they've gone with it, people are just like, I'm done with this. I don't like these films anymore. They've gone too crazy with these ideas, and we're just out. I'm not like that. I didn't hate on this idea.
I'm looking forward to the next one, but I didn't think that it was.
Again, they don't need to do anything further with it.
It wasn't a surprise to me. I actually kind of figured it out in the beginning of the movie. I was going to say something, but then I was just like, I'm not going to say anything. Because I was like, there's no way they're going to do that. And then they did it, and I was like, oh, wow. Okay.
Even though I wasn't that high on this film, I probably don't have any interest in watching it again. Watched it once. I'm good with the one watch. That's why for me it's a pass. You can wait till you can rent it, because it's not a repeatable film for me personally.
I wouldn't see it again, but I think it's a fun movie for families and just to go see it as a family, because kids are going to enjoy this. However, if
a lot of violence. I mean, dude got his arm eaten off.
Whatever. Kids see violence all the time. It's not even different. It's not even.
Which that was like a mustache twirling villain.
But I think
I'm gonna take your teeth.
I mean, but Jurassic Park is, kids are involved in it. I think that kids enjoy it. So, but if you're just looking to go see the movie, don't go on this movie with a date. That's boring. Like, pick a different movie.
Yeah.
But if you're with your family, it's a good family night. That's why I would say see it.
All right. That's it. It's a pass it for me. You can go see it, make up your own mind, or you can wait and then yell at me, or if you liked it a lot. So anyways, that's it. That is our third show. High five for a third show. Yes. Subscribe if you like to see more. Not sure what's going to be the next one. We've done 2 this week. So
maybe we'll do another one this week.
Sicario is the next film that comes out next week that I'm really excited for. So stay tuned for that one, because that is coming. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.